Elon Musk, everyone's favorite billionaire, is prepared to send 1,000 of his drones from Tesla to Ukraine to battle against Russia. It seems like Musk is keeping up his support for Ukraine. In fact, his technological prowess might be creating weaponry for the American military. So, did Elon Musk actually send 1,000 drones to help Ukraine defeat Russia in a geopolitical battle? Tesla, which is renowned for building electric vehicles, also has a startup known as Tesla Drone. The company claimed that with the introduction of drones by Elon Musk to the consumer market, the trend of short-term unmanned flights would come to an end. These drones are not exactly conventional civilian drones. Rather, they are a fully developed innovative product. But now, Elon Musk believes that these drones can be utilized for military purposes by turning them into combat drones due to the situation in Ukraine. Initially, even Starlink was designed as a civilian program, but the Ukrainian military can now use it to command drones and attack Russian tanks and positions. This is because Elon Musk's satellites provide Ukraine with internet access. Additionally, it is highly likely that surface ships at sea will be detected and destroyed from a distance using this innovative technology. A few days after delivering SpaceX Starlink internet terminals to Ukraine, Elon Musk issued a cautionary message to the authorities regarding the use of the equipment. The Starlink satellite internet service has a high likelihood of being attacked because it's a non-Russian communication method. The Ukrainian army claims that Starlink is used to monitor and coordinate unmanned aerial vehicles, which enable soldiers to perform targeted anti-tank fires. We know that high transmission speeds and reliable communication are necessary for this engagement, and Starlink certainly seems up to the task. What's more is that military drone technology has been given significant funding by the Pentagon, and it is currently being prepped for delivery to Ukraine. Other theories state that America is already helping Ukraine in destroying enemy military hardware. Many military experts believe that Musk's assistance has been a major factor in the Ukrainian army still going strong. These combat drones are the greatest of their kind, and having access to satellite internet via Starlink gives them a significant advantage against the Russian army. A non-distributed power circuit with only 2 rotors was provided to the Tesla drone, but based on their size, this should be sufficient. There will be 2 positioning options for the propellers themselves, vertical and horizontal. Consequently, this will depend on the objectives the pilot is pursuing. For instance, if the shot is a high-quality panoramic one, the screws will move into a vertical position, and the flying mode will switch to one that is smoother and more measured. The propellers will already be in a horizontal position if the pilot wants to fly at high speeds, and the flying mode will switch to a more dynamic one. But what about the working hours? After all, the drones that are now in use are incapable of long flights. Well, Tesla has accumulated years of automobile industry experience in this area. The lithium-ion battery power cell for the drone will have a capacity of 10,000 mAh. A consumer drone's flight time on such a charge will be a record-breaking 60 minutes. The charging period will just last 20 minutes, but it won't be any less dazzling. Ultimately, the Ukrainian military will be able to perform a more thorough survey of the area thanks to this. The Tesla drone will include a 30-megapixel camera that supports many video shooting modes up to 4K. We can now confidently state that Tesla drones introduced us to a new aircraft, moving away from the typical quadcopter variants. Musk thinks that the usage of AI in the military will change drastically. He told the American Air Force's pilots that combat drones would take the place of manned military aircraft in the future. The age of the fighter is over. Combat drones are the way of the future. Now, we all know that Tesla is working hard to produce electric vehicles without drivers. In fact, those that the company now makes already include an autopilot feature. The development of these technologies is regarded as being particularly crucial for 2 reasons. First off, since a person cannot die in a war if they do not take part, it will lower the number of military casualties. Second, unlike humans, robots never get tired and do not make decisions based on emotions, so they may be more efficient than people. Due to these benefits, autonomous military equipment will be incredibly necessary for future wars. In fact, independent aviation that can carry out raids and other combat operations without the assistance of a pilot is particularly important. The billionaire is confident that even the most highly trained pilot won't stand a chance against these machines. But why is aviation so important? Firstly, operational force groups can be quickly moved from one area of the fighting zone to another thanks to aviation. Additionally, it has the power to obliterate ground-based military hardware. Thirdly, it can harm enemy infrastructure and can even do much more on its own. Despite all of this, modern airplanes have some disadvantages, mainly because they require a person to fly them. These drawbacks can be easily eliminated by unmanned aerial vehicles. No one is present in the drone's cockpit. Instead, it is operated from the ground, hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away. Thus, there are no human casualties. Additionally, an unmanned aerial vehicle becomes an extremely powerful weapon of war if artificial intelligence is added to it. The main use of military drones is aerial research and surveillance. Drones can be used as spotters and fire spotters, and they freely patrol the region and guard routes. Now, this is made possible by the drone size, which is another benefit. One of the tiniest scouts we have is the American Wasp, which is barely 33 centimeters long and weighs only 200 grams. This little guy became official in 2008. Now, let's examine even more benefits of drones. First off, there is no danger of the pilot being captured. The States is usually hesitant to rescue its citizens from captivity since it is not always possible for political reasons. Second, losing drones is not as tragic as losing fighter jets. They cost between $5 and $6 million versus a modern American's F-35's $100 million price tag, making them nearly 20 times less expensive than a real fighter. We also need to factor in the price of hiring a skilled pilot. In a typical European nation, it costs $3 to $7 million and takes 7 to 12 years to train a pilot for a military aircraft. On the other hand, a drone operator studies for a whole year and receives a salary of $200,000 from the States. So much cheaper, right? Thirdly, we have fuel and energy savings. A medium-altitude drone's stay in the air may last for many days or even longer. However, turbojet unmanned aerial vehicles with a speed under 200 kilometers per hour need a comparatively little amount of fuel. Now, they do travel longer distances than the fighter to arrive at the desired location, but they scout way more thoroughly. Since Elon Musk fully understands the need for the development of such technologies, his business has been working hard to create its own artificial intelligence system for a number of years. For instance, Tesla's ultimate goal is to integrate artificial intelligence into each and every one of its vehicles, resulting in the production of the first mass-produced self-driving automobile series to hit the global market. But of course, a lot of people have their questions. How soon can Elon Musk begin working with the American military to produce high-tech new weaponry for his country? In July of 2021, the United States Air Force made the decision to test the viability of air combat between manned fighters and Tesla drones using artificial intelligence. The U.S. Air Force considered starting its own program to introduce unmanned aerial vehicles with artificial intelligence after the test, which was highly successful. In the end, we really do think that these responsibilities would be best handled by Elon Musk and his businesses. As we've already said, Tesla is a prime choice to produce such military equipment due to its enormous industrial capacities. And even more importantly, Elon Musk himself thinks that this field has a lot of potential. To find out more about what Musk is planning to do with AI, check out our other videos. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel for more updates on Tesla and Elon. Do you think Elon should get involved with politics, or should he just stick to his mission Mars? And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and smash those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.